everyone, Tyrone Shoes here. We're going to continue our controlled improv discussion. The last time we took this key of A minor, we took the 5th fret area, pattern 1, or the E minor shape area if you're into K's. And the chord tones went this way. It's A, C, E for A minor and G, B, D for G, and that was our chord progression, A minor to G. Those were the chord tones for the A minor, but the ones for the G aren't nearly as friendly. Right? I mean, they're there, and of course, you know, we went through how starting on 1 string and then 2 strings, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go elsewhere. We're going to go to a different location. This would be pattern 4, or the A minor chord shape if you're scoring at home for K's. It's in this particular key, it's the 12th fret area, and again it's Alpha Charlie Echo for the A minor chord and Golf Bravo Delta for the G major chord. And you can see the chord tones are quite friendly. You can even reach up and get the high A if you want. And then for the G, for the golf chord, so they're easy to reach. There's no foolishness going around to get either of set of chord tones, whether it's the A minor set or the G set. So I have the looper here. It's A minor to G in a more of a rock and roll style, and we're going to go 1 string at a time. We have an echo, foxtrot, golf, and a bend to alpha. So the echo and the alpha are good for the A minor chord, and the golf, that's the root of the G chord, right? And the F is passing. I mean, yes, it's the 7th of the G chord, but as you can hear, it's not going to be maybe your favorite sound, but it's a passing. So this will be pretty limited, but still, you'd be surprised if you tried. So we're gonna try with 1 string. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's not a whole lot going on. Oops, sorry. Come on, looper. So let's look at the B string. Now we've got a Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Right, so we can see right away the Bravo and the Delta are both good for the G chord, 3rd and the 5th. And the Charlie is good for the A minor, and so is this, the bend to echo, which is the same note as this one. So now we got 2 strings. We have every note in the scale now if you include the bend. A, G, F, E, D, C, B. And by the way, that's why you'll hear me say Delta, Charlie, Bravo, because D, C, B, E, and G, they all sound the same unless you hear the very first sound from my lips, as it were. So you know, you're on a crowded stage. Okay, we're going to do it in C. Yeah, he said B. You know, madcap antics ensue. But if you say Charlie or Bravo, there's no doubt. All right, so now we've got, that's for alpha minor, that's for golf, neither, alpha minor, golf, oh, the bend, alpha minor, golf, alpha minor, golf. Okay, let's try something. 1, 2, 3. We'll do one more string. You can see where this is going. We're doing one string at a time, and eventually we will get to all 6. But I like to start on the higher strings because when you're playing a solo, you're going to be up there most of the time. You're not going to be down on the bass strings. I do use the bass strings a lot, but for contrast, most of the time I'm up high. And if the solo's long enough, I might start low and wind up high on the guitar. But we're going to do one more string here. And the G string, there's only 2 notes, G and A, the roots of both chords, but we have a bend, as we always do. And that's to a bravo, a B, and that is the 3rd of the G chord. So 2 out of 3 belong to the G chord. But we've got the root of our scale on the bottom, and we have it on the top. All right, so this should be a nicely framed area of the neck to play. And it's great because hopefully it will teach you that not everything's based on the low E string. Oh, here's my A, so I should play something around there. Well, there's A's all over the neck. And this one, the lowest A is on the A string. We're not even going to get there. We've got an A here, and an A here, and everything in between. So let's give this one a try with the 3 strings. 1, 2, 3, and... Of course, right away I hit a note on the D string, didn't I? All right, one more thing I'll point out. Whoops. Temperamental looper. Operator malfunction. Okay, so when we get up towards the middle of the neck, sometimes these internal bends, not with our 3rd or 4th finger, they become doable. Now this one's hard, at least with 11s. Didn't quite get there, as close. So you can use notes that you don't normally bend. If we were down here in a different key, you would never even think about making those bends. But up in the middle of the neck, you can do that. And with a diatonic scale, everything's either a whole or a half step. There are no step and a half bends. I mean, you could put some there if you skip a note, right? Like from A. Normally this A bends to a B, but it can bend to a C if you want. But so let your own creativity be your guide. I hope this helps, and we'll see you in the next video.